So now for other boats out here, we're kind of bummed because look at her, man. She's 3/4 hike, so she has a really good puff. She shouldn't worry about these guys. These guys are in the bank. And she might be overstanding, but not. She's probably right on ley line. We'll see how close she is when she ends up tacking. But she's definitely top 5. And this guy's headed on starboard. I talked to you guys on Friday about using other angles of other boats to determine wind shifts. And those guys were both headed on starboard. That's not a good starboard angle on second place right there. So the good news is that you should be footing like crazy to get across those guys. I think you're already ahead of everybody over here. You should be pressing really hard, easing the main, and kind of reaching. You're trying to make sure nobody over there gets a big righty, because remember, there was a righty on the first half of the beat. It could happen again. The good news is the current is sweeping us out. So that's going to get you around the mark quicker than if we were bucking the current. So it's not as painful as it could be right now. You did a good job of sailing a good VMG angle that whole time. These guys have been able to tack a couple times and get moving. Oh, there's the righty. So I'm glad we were where we were. Okay, so oh boy, this is challenging. They just got more wind on the right. You couldn't have done much about it.
Diego or Mariana,
again, just footing like crazy would have been great.
Mariana.
Okay, here you go.
Just buzz down here, Mariana.
Nice tack.
Jackie, I have
now, the thing about current now is it's going to make the windward leg shorter and narrow the ley lines. Downwind's going to be painful, guys. This is, you guys are going to slow down, and all these boats are going to gain on you. All the boats behind are going to close it up. While you're sitting at the windward mark, all these other boats are going to be gaining. So you have to just keep working your boat and don't panic. You just got to try to make it move anywhere you can. Race 1, they may be going to the finish here.
No one's on 45 lead right now. I am kind of scratching my head.
That looks like a Preston Miller right there in 4th.
For the next race, we're going to go ahead and move the gauge back to...
And a Mercy in 6th. This is showing a header. Wow. Yeah, that's what the orange flag's showing. Big header. Nah, not big header. So this is interesting. Very interesting. There's Stella in 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16. She's about mid-fleet. Tommy made a big mistake in that he did not remember that the ley lines get much narrower with the upwind current, so he overstood by a country mile. I give him credit, he had a game plan, and that was to get to the left. Mercy looks hooked leech. So that, I don't know if her van goes any later. Preston's under trimmed. You see the boat right next to him moving faster than him? See how his mast? Preston doesn't see it, but his sail, his windward telltale is actually moving. We don't want the windward telltale moving down. See, that guy just got a header. Remember, we sailed by looking at other boats, too. That guy just trimmed. Preston's luffing. He can't quite see it, but his sail's too far out. Her sail's too far out. Yeah, this guy's sail just luffed. See how he trimmed? Watch, he's going to start moving. Oh my God, his van is so bad.
Low might mean a big wind shift.
Give Preston credit. His sail is not too hooked. Okay, now Preston's getting downwind. Now he should go probably by the lee, but we got to remember the current is moving us towards me. They're getting moved towards me with the current. So the great circle route is what you're trying to do right now.
Be slow and patient. You're being way too hard and fast with it. Now slowly reverse into it.
Okay, Mercy going. Preston
Also,
just needs to trim a tiny
a little bit in the water.
Man, oh man. Yep, this sail just left. This sail just left. He's looking at his telltales. He's just, yep, there he goes. Starting to see it luffing a little.
I don't think anyone's going to go to the course side right gate.
Wow, look at these guys here. Look at her.
And
She's
if they
just
do, they're bold.
Totally killing everybody right now. Boom out past 90. If she went 1 or 2 degrees higher into the current, she would be killing. Look at this guy just sailed past Preston. He might have seaweed. A lot of seaweed out this. You can't see it from here, but her top batten is open, open, open. No one sees her. I mean, look at these guys sitting here. Somebody should have been by the lee here. Look at this girl. Super loose vang, boom out, sitting forward. No one saw this girl. I mean, this is unbelievable that this whole fleet is sitting over here, barely moving. So anyway, people got to look at other boats, man. Look at this guy. I mean, I'd be going around the other buoy even if it's not favored right now. Yeah, this is what you do. Round the buoy and tack right away. Ouch, that was a really brutal run. So we've got about 4 knots. The orange flag is blowing.
Mariana, check your bow line.
It was just blowing straight at us. Now it's gone left a little. This is pretty light. Game plan would be get out in the channel here. This is the best wind we've had in a while. I didn't film much of the last race because I was in too bad a mood with course management. 30 seconds to go. I flag in effect. Tommy's pushing it too hard. Gotta remember.
Can you fix the gate? Yeah.
You're still killing, even with that start, you're still killing all of these boats. Race 2, first beat. These boats are lifted, but they got more wind on the right. But they're in trouble now. Mercy right in there in the middle flying. Stella in number 6 right there doing pretty damn good. What we changed for Stella is that she was sailing with not enough vang. And that sail is a rooster sail too. Rooster sails are really bad in the drifter because they're more hooked on the leech than a stock sail. But in this wind, the leech opens up really nicely. But she just had to hold her mainsail mast bend a little more. She was letting the main out. The draft was going forward as the mast straightened up too much. And so you couldn't sail. You have to have the right amount of mast bend. Stella's gonna come around really good here. I think that's Preston tacking right there. Not sure. Here comes Stella, gonna come around in 4th or 5th. Number 6, nice. Nice, good job, girl. Oh, Mercy just coming in like a Mach 12, and Tommy from the left. They're doing pretty good. Somewhere near the top 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Stella. Mercy's in about 8th or 9th. Tommy's just behind her. And we look over there, and this is the biggest south wind of the day. Look, it's blowing straight out. Oh my God, it just totally swirled. But now it's southwest again. But we actually saw a wind from over here just now. You would have noticed that before the windward mark. And sure enough, everybody here on starboard. On a laser, you have the option of going on port tack by the lee right now. With Mercy, we're trying to get a little looser vang downwind. She's still got it a little bit hooked, but a little looser vang downwind. Only have the vang pulled on a little downwind when you feel good, like the boat's easy to sail. As soon as the boat's hard to sail, crack the vang to the point where the top batten is not tighter than the boom. A tiny bit looser than the boom would be great. I think Stella's going to do fine in 6. She's staying up current just a little, so she's crabbing into it. Tommy and Mercy are going low here, and so they may be sailing extra distance because they're getting moved upwind. Stella's staying into the current just a little better. We'll see what happens. Mercy on port tack by the lee. That's probably what's going to work. We're just going to have, oh, there she goes. Light air, she's easing the vang. Good job. Okay, a lot of video. Carter looks great. You see how he's very stable and the boat, that boat heels to windward. He's not rocking, but the mast is not completely stable all the time. But he's really balanced and just coasting. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. looks like Stella's a little slow. Mercy looks like she's pretty stable. I like it. Nice jibe by Mercy. No, the main she caught, but she steered well. Now Stella should do, what you do in this wind is you trim the main in halfway as you jibe and you hold it halfway in so that after you roll the boat you can flatten against the sail a little. In this light air, so she's gonna round one. Here comes second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Stella's doing well right here. Here's Mercy trying to get an overlap. So unfortunately about that is she's losing to the pack ahead of her a little. Good, Stella. Big roll jibe. Good. Big roll jibe. Main, yeah. She's having one of her best races. This is how she sails in practice. She's always in the top few in practice in light air, it seems like. Mercy did it. Tommy needs his vang looser if he can get it looser. This leech looks very stiff. Oh, it's off all the way. He needs to loosen his clue tie down. He's not able to get his out haul eased because his clue tie down is so tight. Oh my God, look at this lefty. Holy smoke screen. You're gonna sick of hearing me talk about the windsock, but that windsock says that the start finish line should be where we are. You see how it's blowing left to right? And our start finish line is all the way over there. So it's not a reach to the windward mark, but it's not a great upwind. We should be, we got to be reading that windsock. So that's what you should be doing right now when you're racing. Look how far south it is. So right now, you're going as high as you can go on port tack. You're not footing at all. There's no, oh my God, that's full south. They need the leeward marks over here. Stella coming around in 2, 4, 5, 7. Mercy gonna come around in 8. 20-something boats racing, that's really good. Good job, she got her vang off. Good job. Here comes Tommy in. Oh, this is close. He should cross all, yeah, so he's 9th. Yeah, dude. So he's getting better. He had a rough first race. He hung in there though. He passed a lot of boats, so finished about mid-pack, maybe just below mid-pack, when he was about 5th to last at one point. Okay, I'm pretty happy.